But I guess talk to us, Derek, about like as Olsen's value, that what he brings to the field, and also, I mean, and how he can try and maybe stabilize Cam's value in 2019.
Well, I think that if you're looking at this clip right here, it's a perfect example of how Olsen, with his size and just his size alone, him splitting the linebackers and running straight up the seam, like that spot on the field, if he would. So Ian Thomas versus him is only 6'3". Olsen is 6'5", 6'6". I don't know if you necessarily see Ian Thomas make that same exact catch because that is sheer wingspan and coming down with it over that safety. I don't.
Right, because that should have been intercepted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that you look. Cam is targeting a specific spot in that end zone right there. So as Olsen breaks, he splits the middle of the two. I think it's two linebackers from looking at this clip, and he's looking at that spot specifically right below the safety and whipping that in there. And I don't know if that's probably an incompletion or an interception on a guy that is smaller. So how can Greg Olsen retain his value this year? This is a perfect clip for it. His size and remaining athleticism that he has, sheer in the red zone, will allow that. And I don't necessarily know that that's going to be a. If, say, Greg Olsen goes down in the year, Ian Thomas is not going to be a one-for-one comparison in the red zone as you can't just shoe him into that Greg Olsen role. They'd have to split Ian Thomas, move him into the slot, use him in different ways. Now, whether that's in the flat because of his athleticism, whether that's using him on an out route or stacking him, in the slot off the line. But does he have the size to be able to be this type of red zone weapon? I don't think so. So I think that the role that Olsen plays for this offense is different than every other player they have because DJ Moore is not a red zone weapon. You can use McCaffrey, but is he particularly a guy that's going to outbody somebody? No. Is Curtis Samuel that guy? No. So the role that Greg Olsen plays for this offense is unlike any other player that they have on the depth chart. Now, they used to have a comparable player in Devin Funchess that they could use in that manner, but now Funchess is gone. So if Olsen goes down, this offense would have to change.
It'd have to change significantly. You don't have any size outside of Olsen.
Yep.
You included that Ian Thomas was kind of small, and I'm glad you mentioned he's not a one-for-one swap because he's a very talented player, but you even see in All or Nothing a little bit of the clips of why it's so difficult for a rookie tight end to produce in the first year because it's almost impossible to play at full speed for them. They have two positions to learn at an NFL level. They've only got a couple months to do it. It doesn't make much sense for rookies to produce. The reason Evan Ingram produced is because all he had to do is run routes that he knew how to run and catch the ball, which he's really good at. So that's why he produced so well in his first year. He wasn't asked to do anything except for be athletic, pretty much be a wide receiver in his first year. And Ian Thomas was asked to be Greg Olsen in his first year. So, hey, welcome to the league. Go be a Hall of Famer. And I think the team really likes Ian Thomas, just judging solely based off the show that I'm watching currently. I think that they really like him, and I think that they understood that that's huge shoes to fill. And there's no way. I like getting Ian Thomas cheap next year, but if Greg Olsen goes down, which would not be surprising whatsoever, I find it very difficult to believe that Ian Thomas does anything special. I really think that the offense changes, like you mentioned.